Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. We appreciate it. My name is Griff Ralston. I'm the CEO here at Ralston Instruments. I've been here for 23 years on several capacities, and I've been CEO since 2013. Today, it looks like we've got people joining us from all over the world. We appreciate it. Quite a few people showed some real interest in this product, and we're very excited to see that. We're going to keep everyone on mute. If you have questions, please type those into the Q&A section at the bottom of the Zoom toolbar, and we will get to those at the end. Feel free to enter the questions now, and we'll get to those. Today, I'm joined by Gene Kobus. Gene's been at Ralston Instruments for 13 years, and he has some deep subject matter expertise in pressure and temperature instruments and their applications. And today, he's going to share some of that knowledge with you. With that, I will turn it over to Gene Kobus.
Thanks, Griff. Appreciate it. As we appreciate all of you joining us. Today, we're going to go over the following. Here's a little bit of the agenda. Quick history on Ralston Instruments, the LC20 features and benefits, market applications and who the product will help, the benefits of Bluetooth. We're going to do a product demonstration, some accessories for the LC20, and some next steps. And as Griff mentioned, at the end, we will do a question and answer session. And anytime during this presentation, if you just enter your questions there in the Q&A, we'll get to those at the end. All right, so quick history on Ralston Instruments. Been in business for 54 years. All of our hardware and software is designed and made and supported in the USA. It's a family-owned business with a long history of new products and innovation. And we're proud to say we just became ISO 9000, we became ISO 9000 accredited back in 2015. And now our calibration lab has received its 17025 accreditation. And today we're very excited to introduce the LC20 pressure gauge with Bluetooth technology. Let's take a look at some of its features. There are 15 pressure ranges available from -15 to 30,000 PSI. Most ranges, 500 PSI and below, are calibrated for vacuum as well. It's equipped with Bluetooth 5.0 technology, enabling seamless conductivity with smartphones and tablets. Its accuracy is plus or minus 0.1% of full scale. And the Field Lab mobile app reduces dependency on Windows installed software, which is a big benefit in highly regulated industries. It can display pressure readings in a variety of units, including PSI, bar, KPI, and MPa. It's waterproof to 1 meter. It can be customized by removing engineering units and adding custom units and adjusting settings. The LC20 was designed and assembled and calibrated and supported in the USA. Our lab is ISO 17025 accredited, and all LC20 gauges come with an ISO 17025 accredited calibration and measurement uncertainty certificate. Logging is done directly on the LC20, so if it disconnects from the Field Lab mobile app, the data is preserved. You can also log multiple devices at once on the Field Lab mobile app. It's available on Apple and Android platforms. Displays live pressure readings of all connected devices, displays battery and connection information for connected devices. The mobile app will warn the user if the data set is full. If the data set fills up, the gauge will stop logging to preserve data. You can change the pressure units, update logging intervals, and start and stop logging remotely. Several markets for the gauges for some of our resellers out there. Oil and gas, utilities, aerospace, pharmaceuticals, wastewater treatment, as well as food and beverage. Who needs the LC20 field gauge with Bluetooth? Instrumentation and electrical technicians, field service technicians, calibration technicians, and aviation technicians, among many more. So one of the best applications for the LC20 with Bluetooth is remote monitoring. Have you ever been concerned about approaching a high pressure test and would rather be able to read the pressure remotely? With Bluetooth connectivity, the LC20 allows for remote monitoring of pressure readings that makes it ideal for situations where the gauge needs to be located in a difficult to reach area or an unsafe area. Users can see trends and react more quickly with up-to-the-date information. Another excellent application is data logging. The LC20 can digitally log pressure readings over time, allowing for analysis and troubleshooting of pressure-related issues. A single channel at 1 minute interval can log 14 hours and 29 minutes. Our dual channel model at 1 minute can log 9 hours and 46 minutes. You can improve your workflow by easily logging, downloading and sharing data sets via email or other file sharing apps. You can eliminate manual data entry and reduce data entry errors. Have you ever had to set up and manage chart recorders or other difficult to use logging devices? We have a better solution. The LC20 can provide real-time monitoring of both pressure and temperature during the hydrostatic tests. This allows operators to have continuous visibility of the conditions of the system being tested. The pressure and temperature displayed on the Field Lab mobile app helps operators stay informed and respond promptly to any deviations during the test. The Field Lab mobile easily downloads data from the LC20 and can be exported quickly into a CSV format. This simplifies the process of documenting the test and generates reports, improving efficiency and accuracy in record keeping. What are some of the benefits of Bluetooth? It eliminates need for cables. Bluetooth 5.0 means you can remain comfortably in your truck or outside of a danger up to 100 meters away in line of sight. Bluetooth is widely adapted by Windows, iOS, and Android devices. The LC20 can quickly be paired once and then easily connected again in the future. The Bluetooth low energy uses very low pressure, so works well with battery-powered devices such as the LC20. Now let's go through a quick product demo. First, download the Field Lab mobile app from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. You can see in the picture here, that's what the icon will look like in the top left-hand corner. Make sure the LC20 gauge is turned on and ensure the link light in the top right corner is flashing prior to connecting. So you can see where the red arrow is in the screen, that will be flashing. So what that means is the radio is broadcasting and looking for a connection. So when you open the app, select scan in the top left to find devices. Select connect when the device are found. When the link light on the gauge is solid, the gauge is connected to the mobile device. You can connect multiple devices also. The device main screen shows several key pieces of information. Here you can see live reading of pressure, min-max pressure, logging intervals, battery percentage. All connected devices are shown. Click the blue question mark icon in the top right for support or help or to open a ticket. So that blue icon in the top right-hand corner where you see the question mark, that'll take you right to the Ralston support page where it'll show you articles on how to use the device, or if you are having issues, you can open a ticket, which will get directly sent to us. Click on the device to see additional information as the model number, serial number, range, last calibration date, and firmware version. To change the engineering units, you select the 3 vertical bars. You'll see the drop-down windows here on the screen. All of the units are available, and if you've created a custom unit, you'll also be able to select it from this menu also. You can easily change your logging intervals here too, from 1 second to 1 hour. When all devices are connected, select Start Logging. The user can view live pressure, min and max. Elapsed time is shown, can log multiple devices at the same time. And if the technician that starts the test is not available, the device will continue to log. So somebody gets called away from the site, they have to take their mobile app with them, their mobile device. Someone else can reconnect and the LC20 will show the current status and the data will be downloaded. So no need for the same person to start and stop a test. Once logging is completed, the data set will be downloaded to your device automatically. All data sets appear under the tab Data Sets. New to data sets will appear in bold. So you'll see where the arrow is pointing on the screen there. It's showing that there's 3 new data sets. View data set detail. By selecting the data set, tab to the View Test Information. This will include interval, length, high, low, and average values. User can also view all rows of data to confirm that the data was collected. Select Share to email data in a CSV format. Share via email, text, or sharing app. In this example here, we're emailing it right to a customer. The CSV data set that is exported contains time start stop, date start stop, min, max, and average, the serial number of the device, and the model number of the device. Here's an example of a customer in South Carolina that was using the LC20 for hydrostatic testing. They could eliminate their large chart recorders by switching to the LC20. The users could read pressure in 2 temperatures from a single mobile device. They could monitor the whole test safely in a trailer 50 feet away. This particular photo here, you'll see I'm in the photo, was a great experience for me. The team that was using this for the first time, they were a little skeptical in the beginning. They had 4 chart recorders set up for backup. And by the end of the 4-hour test, they decided to order 4 more of the Ralston LC20s with pressure and temperature. It made their job easier. It saved them time. And then they were able to share the data in a very timely manner with their supervisors. We offer quite a few accessory items for the LC20. The protective boot for the gauge. This helps to protect the gauge from damage. Storage case, great protective for the case when the gauge is not in use. And as always, we have complete calibration kits. These include hand pumps, compressed gas control source, or carrying case, hoses, and adapters. And those all can be found on the Ralston website. So how and where do you buy the LC20 with Bluetooth? You can learn more at the Ralston website, so ralstoninst.com. Download the LC20 brochure or data sheet from our website. Select the model or models you are interested in the Select Get a Quote button. So you'll see that green box there, Get a Quote. It'll come right to Ralston and we'll route you to your nearest distributor and you'll receive a quote. Our currently delivery time on these are 1 to 2 weeks. So we covered quite a bit today: the history, the LC20's features and benefits, market applications, target users, the benefits of Bluetooth. We talked about the product demo, the accessories, and the next steps. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Griff.
Thanks very much, Gene. Appreciate it. A lot of good information there.
Thank you.
Appreciate you sharing that on this exciting new product. So we appreciate all of you taking the time with us today. And if you've not, please submit any questions via the Q&A. I see several of them have come through here. We'll get to all of them here. And any ones that you want to submit now, we'll be happy to answer as well. We'll send out a copy of this webinar in the next few days to you, as well as a link. And it'll also be posted on our YouTube channel, so you can share that link with anyone else who missed it. So we'd just like to budget a few minutes for questions. Okay, first question. How many gauges can I connect at once? We have tested it with up to 15 gauges, and those are single or dual sensor gauges. And it was no problem connecting to those and displaying those. You may be able to connect more, but that's how many it will reliably connect. How do I calibrate the LC20? You can calibrate it using our Field Lab desktop software. It's a PC-based software tool that is free to download on the website, and instructions are in the manual. Basically, it's a quick 3-point calibration. And then you can also reset the last calibration date and next calibration date using that software. And any calibration lab, if it's in a different country, they can download that. They don't need to send it back. We will calibrate it in our ISO 17025 accredited lab, but any calibration lab can calibrate it. Good question there. What type of batteries does it use? Uses AA batteries, so can be purchased anywhere, easy to procure. Can I power it with AC power? Yes, we have a USB plug, comes with 5 country adapters. So there's North America, Europe, UK, China, Australia. I believe those are the connectors. Those connections are easily popped onto the USB charger and it just uses the standard USB cable. So very easy. Can I change how long the gauge stays on? Yes. So you can, using the Field Lab desktop software, it's also free. You just connect to it. You can change your backlight brightness and your on time, the damping rate of the gauge, how long it stays on. There's quite a few settings you can change on the gauge. You can also add and remove engineering units. Then you can create custom engineering units and you can add those to the gauge as well. And that's all no cost. Does the LC20 with Bluetooth capability, is it safe for hazardous locations, zone 0, 1, 2? No, it is not. It is UL and CSA and IEC 61010, which is a ordinary location certification, but currently it is not, and we don't have any plans for this particular model to be qualified as intrinsically safe. How to guarantee security of the device? That's a good question. So when Gene mentioned that if one person starts the logging and another person can stop the log, the other person would have to have already paired the gauge to theirs. So not anyone can stop the log. They have to have this gauge as one of their connected devices. So it would typically be somebody at the same company. So it helps maintain security. Is traceability information on the data set? Yes, the reference model, serial number of the model, last calibration date show up on the data set. So that helps preserve traceability. Let's see, any other questions?
All right, I think that we got everybody answered. Griff, thank you for that. Appreciate that. We appreciate everybody that came today. As always, if you need more information, feel free to contact us through the website or give us a call directly here at Ralston. We'd be glad to support the product. We've had a lot of interest in the product, and we hope this was helpful today. Griff, great job.
You as well, Gene. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we look forward to having you join us on our next webinar. And have a great day, everyone. Thanks. Take care.